Get Abstract keeps you updated with summaries of the best business books published worldwide. Books you absolutely need to know in a convenient, smart format.
Here's a book for anyone who has ever argued with a colleague, bickered with a boss, or tried to negotiate a business deal with an important client. Business consultant Lisa Earle McLeod's The Triangle of Truth, published by Perigee, offers solid negotiating advice and conflict management skills based on the ancient principle of synthesizing opposing views into one greater holistic solution. Through anecdotes, case studies, and examples from McLeod's own life, you will learn how to let go of either-or type thinking and accept the concept of and into your life. Get Abstract recommends this accessible, useful guide to any open-minded business leader or manager interested in solving problems and making peace.
The Triangle of Truth is an ancient way of thinking that shows you how to integrate two conflicting points of view into one new and better outlook that is greater than the sum of its parts. Buddha thought of the triangle as the key to enlightenment. Albert Einstein employed it to reconcile conflicting ideas in science and religion. Elvis Presley created a whole new sound out of it, and Barack Obama became President of the United States by tapping into its power. The triangle technique allows you to stop fighting about who's right and who's wrong, and to find a solution that recognizes the truth on both sides. The conflicting truths make up the bottom two corners of the triangle, whereas the higher-level solution sits at the top. Reaching that holistic apex isn't easy. When it comes to settling hot controversies, some people get stuck in their own perspectives, making reconciliation difficult to accomplish. But even partially perfecting the triangle can pay dividends by transforming your view of the world and everyone in it. Mastering this tool will allow you to manage conflict more easily, making you happier and more successful. Consider the 7 principles that underlie the Triangle of Truth.
First, embrace the concept of and. Most people live with an either-or mentality, where they judge everything and everyone as either good or bad and right or wrong. But the triangle encourages you to embrace the duality inherent in people and in situations by considering the possibility of and. For example, even though you accept your own, often contradictory complexity, you can't understand how your boss can be both a megalomaniac at work and a loyal father at home. Being stuck in this mentality prevents you from seeing the big picture that will move you beyond the problem into a solution. To let go of your black and white thinking, realize that the world is filled with dichotomies. Rather than trying to eliminate those differences, focus on learning to leverage them. Charles Darwin tightened up the arguments for his book, The Origin of Species, based on his devoutly religious wife's challenges.
Second, accept ambiguity. What if you embrace the triangle, but others don't? Most people fear using the triangle alone, thinking they'll be ceding their side of the story. Fear leads to either-or type thinking. The courage to rise above your own anxieties and feel love toward others allows room for creativity and problem solving, and gives you the ability to understand other viewpoints without fear. Admiral James Stockdale applied that lesson as a captive during the Vietnam War. The admiral was a hero for leading with love. The way he endured torture mirrors the Triangle of Truth. Stockdale held on to the hope that he and his men would survive, though he also accepted their horrible situation. He managed to keep 2 contrary ideas in mind, his miserable reality and his faith in the future. He chose to embrace ambiguity in order to live.
Third, hold space for other perspectives. To reach the heights of the triangle, keep an open mind. Treat both your agenda and others equally without losing the details and objectives of either. Consider a pharmaceutical sales rep who doesn't focus on making her commissions or quotas. She thinks about the people she's helping. And that makes all the difference to those who respond to her, because she's approaching them with an honest desire to improve their lives. Set aside your own needs to concentrate on other people's concerns.
Fourth, seek higher ground. Don't compromise your needs to achieve an objective. Come up with another way to reach your desired outcomes. Whether it's working parents shifting career ambitions to care for their children, or governments allowing freedom while insisting on responsibility, a tolerance for ambiguity can open up new possibilities. Consider how Thomas Jefferson, a liberal, and John Adams, a conservative, synthesized the former's desire for personal liberty with the latter's requirement for the rule of law, and together established the founding ideals in the Declaration of Independence.
Fifth, discern intent. Uncover the real truth in people's motivations to make the triangle work. For example, medical workers who want to treat patients regardless of their ability to pay often clash with hospital executives who insist on billing patients to earn the income required to keep their facility operating. Yet, when each side takes on the other's concerns, the real truth behind both their agendas, extending quality care to the community, becomes evident. Using discernment without judgment makes it easier to integrate seemingly disparate ideas. Once your counterparts know you understand their perspective, they'll probably consider alternatives more readily.
Sixth, elevate others. To break the either-or stranglehold in a conflict and get everyone to a higher plane of decision-making, ask them to explain the causes of and reasons for their issues, rather than what happened and when. Clarifying reasons creates insights among all participants, while recalling events just fixes people into their positions. One way to apply a triangle tactic in a corporate setting might be to make one department perform another department's job or solve another group's problem. This encourages both sides to look at issues from multiple viewpoints, hence unearthing novel solutions.
Seventh, and finally, become a peacemaker. Galileo Galilei had the temerity to prove the earth revolved around the sun. In 1663, church authorities thanked him by convicting him of heresy and condemning him to lifelong house arrest. Galileo complained that his accusers declined even to peer through his telescope to see the truth. Refusing to accept reality because it doesn't sync with your own view can lead to serious mistakes. Admitting that you don't know everything is the first step away from the either-or mindset and toward inclusiveness. Differences always will exist. What matters is how you manage them. The triangle and its 7 techniques can help you become a peacemaker. But first, understand that all people have a right to exist and to hold their own beliefs. Learning that lesson and living in love can lead to a new and better truth.
Thank you for listening to Get Abstract Book Summaries. To learn more about this topic, simply enter the keywords conflict resolution on getabstract.com.